Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Triple C podcast with me, Rectangular, Cheney 180, Punker Mike, and our guest this week is Brandon T. I can't pronounce your name correctly, so otherwise known as BrandAsauresRex.
Not even going to try to pronounce it?
Nope, don't even try. It is literally the most uncommon last name I've ever heard.
Is it Telecosini?
No, it's Tollinchi.
Oh, geez. See? Tollinchi.
Yeah, it's spelled
Wait, say it again?
Tollinchi.
Tollinchi.
Oh.
Is that Italian?
Tollinchi. Yeah. It's Corsican actually. Like it falls in between France and Italy, where my great grandparents come from.
Wow. So you're mostly known for being a huge Godzilla and monster arts, right? Is that what?
Yeah, it's the thing that kind of took off for me, which is weird because I'm a diehard Marvel Legends fan. I've had Marvel Legends way before I've had Marvel Legends since when they were the Spider-Man wave. I have the original Spider-Man wave on a wall up here. I can't show you, but it's up there. But yeah, but the Godzilla thing is the thing. Yeah, the Spider-Man classics. Yeah, I have the the first appearance Spider-Man, still in the box on my wall. It was a gift from one of my brothers because I was really into Spider-Man as a kid. But Godzilla was always that constant. So when I found out about the monsters, it took my channel in a different direction, and but the numbers have grown like crazy since I've started anyway. So I don't even think people remember that I used to have a whole video thing dedicated to reviewing Legends, and I used to do the that thing that Bug and Michael Wiseman do now, where they kind of they have the display videos. I used to do those too with the Legends, and then it kind of died off.
Sure. Yeah, that's that was one of the things I was going to ask you. Is it because probably that's when you and I became friends, when you started doing the more of the import stuff, and so yeah. I really wasn't familiar with all the Legends videos that you had done. So
yeah, it was really under the radar. A lot of people really didn't gravitate towards the videos for whatever reason. And a lot of it was because I was still trying to figure out the style and all of that stuff. And I was taking influences from a lot of different people, from Wiseman, like I said before, Bug. I believe Al Figures was doing a version of his with the dioramas at the time too. So I was trying to, see what worked for them and try it out for myself. And then I realized I just had to be the most authentic person that I could be on YouTube, which is just being myself. And then that's when the Monsters came in, and it just kind of took off from there.
Cool. So you've always been a big Godzilla fan since you were a kid?
Oh yeah, me and my brother used to sit at our TV because the Sci-Fi Channel used to do those a marathon throughout the whole weekend. So they would just play Godzilla movies all weekend, and me and my brother would sit there with big bowls of cereal and just hoard over the TV while my mom would sit there and torture, listen to the terrible dubs. It's just terrible. It's the worst thing, and I apologize to her for every other day. I'm Mom, I'm sorry that I made you sit through this because it's so bad. I can imagine sitting through that as a non-Godzilla fan. Sitting through these movies is the worst thing.
Yeah, I liked them as a kid, but it never stuck as an adult. And I used to get up really early before school, 6 o'clock in the morning. In elementary school, because for whatever reason, I don't know why they played them so early, but they would play Ultraman on TV, and so I'd get up early to watch that, and so I was more into that for some reason than Godzilla ever was. But
well, interestingly enough, one of Ultraman's big villains or whatever. I really don't get into Ultraman too much, but one of his original villains was actually an old Godzilla suit that they literally just added a webbing around his head, and they literally just threw the suit back in, and I was that's fucking perfect.
they got it for exactly. They must have got it for a sweet deal.
Yeah, especially because like the suit was falling apart, and they just didn't want to like keep the suit, which is terrible now because that 64 no the 60 yeah it's the 64 suit was such a famous suit for them, and like now it's like a classic and things like that. Like to see what happened to it now, like literally it's just like a head and like a couple pieces, like a dorsal plate. So like they're just like, we don't care.
Damn.
And that movie went through the ringer. That suit, like it went all the way from like the early '60s to like the late '60s. So they just like ran that thing, like the whole '60s era of movies was just one suit that they just kind of ragdolled until they're like, yeah, we can't use it anymore.
Ultraman got the sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
Dang.
So did you go watch the new movie?
Yes, actually, I just me and my fiance actually took me. She surprised me with the tickets, and oh man, that movie was so good.
Nice.
Like this movie just came out.
Yeah, like it came out. Well, it came out in Japan like 2 months ago, and then they basically Funimation took it, and then they subtitle dubbed it, and then they put it back in the U.S. for 4 days. So you had from the 11th to the 14th to see it.
Oh, tight. So it's a Japanese Japanese movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
tight. Okay, I could probably fuck with that because I was like, if it's another American Godzilla, fuck no.
No, it's like supposed to.
So was it? So it wasn't dubbed. It's subtitled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's subtitled. It's a very heavy read though.
Do you know if they're going to make figures for that movie?
Well, NECA already has their prototype. They just like showed it off at some convention that they were at, and nobody's liking it right now because the head is like 3 sizes too big.
Oh no!
Like NECA always does with their Godzilla figures. Like they just completely mess up their Godzilla figures. Like I hate them. And then and I told this to Randy too at Toy Fair, and he gave me the dirtiest look. I was like, "Your Godzilla toys are too fat, and their heads are too big." He just looked at me like, "Fuck you, dude." I was literally like, I hate you. It was like, well, I just want to give you some, some pointers because like they did the '90s one and the '90s one, the head was too small and then the body was too fat. So I was like, scrap that, fix it. So then they did the '80s, and I was like, the head is too fucking big. Like they went from the ugly sculpt to like this big headed thing, and I was like, this head is way too big and the feet are too small. Fix it. So then they did now they're doing this 2016 one, and the head is huge, and it's like, and everybody's bitching about it, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna make it like 3% smaller. I was like, that's not gonna fix it. That head is way too big.
No.
Yeah, and also Monster Arts is doing theirs, so Bandai has their version, but it's a Japanese exclusive only, so only people in Japan are gonna get it, and the people who pre-ordered it early. So it's a win-win, I guess, for them. But the problem is that to bring it over, they had to get the rights through Funimation, and Funimation didn't want to give them the rights to do it without them getting a little bit of money in, like, for themselves, even though they have no rights to the movie anyway. It was weird, so they just decided not to bring it to the U.S. Fucking bluefin.
Are you going to get it?
Oh, of course I am. Yeah, of course I'm gonna get it. It's not even a question. I was talking to Darius, and I was like, Darius, you got me? He's like, back, yeah, I got you. He's like, straight up, I got you. He already knew what I was talking about because the news went up, and everybody's flipping out. And I was like, oh, wait, I didn't pre-order mine.
Uh-oh.
Shit. I was like, shit, I gotta call Darius.
Yeah, man, he hooked it up.
Yeah, because Darius hooks up with all that stuff. What happened?
Yeah, he does. I said, yeah, he hooked it up for me for the Vegeta and the Sasuke, the early releases at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, he didn't hook me up with a goddamn thing. Now, he's on my shit list right now. No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't even ask. I was like, I know he's going to be like bombarded with like people asking him, so I was like, I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah.
I'll just see if he has any extras later on. Yeah, he's good for that stuff.
Brandon, do you collect DBZ stuff?
Yeah, actually I do. I have a few figures. I don't have everything in the line, but I do have a couple. I have 2 knockoff ones just because like I couldn't get the original Frieza and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I really wanted the Super Saiyan 3 Goku just for the effect.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up using it in a few photos, and then I kind of just threw it to the wind. It's somewhere around my apartment, but I have basically all the latest ones, everything from like Super Saiyan Goku up, like everything after that I got. Right now I'm just missing Whis and the Super Vegeta.
Nice.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing is like I collect a lot of shit. Like I'm literally looking at like all of like my DVD stuff, and then I have like some Metal Gear stuff, and I just like don't talk about it because like my channel like went heavily in the direction of Godzilla, and like anytime I kind of stray away from it, they're like, no, go back. Like you just the channel this way, and it's just like the views and even the comments and like the interaction with people, like everybody's just like, no, stay with the Godzilla and flow that way because everything else is just like dead water.
Yeah, there's a lot of people actually that are into that, and there's not a lot of people that put out content about it, which is really funny.
Which is weird because it's almost like an untapped market because on reviews, like for like monster arts and stuff like that, there's only like 4 real big major players in it. And the weird thing is that I'm not a big name. Like I never boast myself as a big like YouTube channel or things like that, but I'm one of them. Like people come to me for reviews or ask me to do reviews and things like that. And I'm like, I'm not that guy. There's other people with like bigger channels. Go bother them with that. I'm just a dude who, you know, just so happens to have some of the figures and gets them a little early.
But they're like, no, you know what you're talking about, though. We want to hear it from you.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, no, go to somebody else. Go bother them. I don't want to deal with this.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I just want to play with my toys. I've literally done it. Like when the 54 came out, they did the 54. Everybody was freaking out about it because they thought it was going to be like the next big thing because NECA did theirs, so they came out with a rebuttal, like with their version, and everybody was like, "No, you have to review it. You were like the first person to get it." I was like, "Fuck." I don't want to. I don't want to. I just want to enjoy my toy for like 2 minutes. Can I get it for 2 minutes? Because I posted up the photo because somebody got it for me at Comic-Con, so they sent it over to me. So I still got it earlier than everybody else who pre-ordered it, like on like Ami or whatever. So I still got it like super early. So I was like, fuck it.
With great power.
That video ended up doing really good for me too. What? Yeah, right.
So
I love that.
One of the questions that Michael Wisman wanted to ask was, said Marvel Legends collectors have been spoiled recently with not only several waves of figures dropping back to back, but also an abundance of retail options to acquire them, including the ACBA web shop. What have been some of the biggest hurdles you've crossed in acquiring your Monster Arts figures?
Okay, wait, hold on. Before we start, that is the most wordiest question I've ever heard out of Michael Wisman. That's amazing. But one thing I have to say is that I think Marvel Legends, first off, is flooding their own market with way too many figures because, like, I try to keep up, and I'm like I'm dead in the water comparing to like the way like some people are like getting their figures so like rapidly. Like it's like even like on a money standpoint, like just spending like that $160 just to get the case is so much. Like it's almost like every month now. So literally, I've taken a break from Legends. Like I just finished the X-Men wave, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm not going back. I was like, I just want to get like some few random ones that I'm just gonna like hold off. And then I was like, no, but I need the Spider-Man wave. And then I just saw the new Spider-Man wave, and now so I'm like, oh fuck, I'm done. I was like, I can't. But yeah, to answer the actual question, it's a really difficult because like to get these monster arts, you kind of have to jump through hurdles and like kiss a little bit of ass because like there's some stores that just won't carry this stuff from like because like they don't think it's gonna sell. Like a lot of comic book shops don't carry them, or they will buy like the big ones. Like they'll buy like a G14. They'll just buy like anything that has Godzilla that they know that like specifically Godzilla, and they know it's gonna sell, and it's not a web shop exclusive, which I think is ridiculous. And then you have other stores that sell everything, but the prices are marked up like almost like $20 more. Because when I got this guy right here, the GMK Godzilla, this guy was about $80 to pre-order. By the time it got to the US, it was like almost $100 and something.
Yeah.
Just from like sheer like taxes, and then to get it from Japan, because you know if you order it over there, the shipping is way more money, and it's just like so much worse to do it. For the 54, I ended up paying like $110 just to get it here because it was so early, and it was like a pain in the ass also. And like it's ridiculous how much money like I ended up like pouring into this line, and then like Barnes and Noble carries like one or two, and you'll see one or two, but they're really old ones now. Like, so it's like you're not going to catch any like the web shop exclusives. You're going to catch like a common one, and it's really, really just like a regular, like basic Godzilla with nothing that comes with like a special beam or nothing like that. No, it's just a regular Godzilla, and that's all you're getting. Which is a pain.
Who's beeping?
Oh, that's a truck outside.
Oh,
I live
wow.
in like the busiest city in the world. Yeah, they were throwing a party like 10 minutes before I got the invite. I was like, oh no. Yeah, New York is like the loudest city in the world. I hate it.
Living in an apartment, is it? Can you hear like your neighbors, and can you hear like the people above you and below you and shit like that? Or like the wall
Not
pretty
to get
thick?
graphic, but I always hear my neighbors. Yeah, my neighbors upstairs, they're really active people.
Damn,
And then
that's,
it's the worst for filming. I mean, like it's the worst. Like people don't know the hassle that I go through to film one video, because like my film set is right behind me. Like you can see all the lights and shit. Like that's what I use to film. But to record my audio, I have to go to the other side of my apartment in the bathroom and lock myself in there because it's the most soundproof room that I have. And I have to sit on my toilet like with my legs crossed and like talking to the mic, and it's ridiculous.
that's what
Like,
I
just
have.
because like if
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
Oh no, keep going.
Oh, I was gonna say because like if I sit in my room faces the like the street. So like if somebody walks by, I can hear their conversation. If like a car goes by, you can hear it like the tires hitting the pavement. It's literally like the worst thing for filming. Like this is the worst apartment I've ever been in for filming.
And
Yeah, I have to always film and then record the audio after, just because my neighborhood's so loud. So I'll film and then I'll record. I have a closet and I'll put like a blanket over the door. And since I have figures all over the wall, it kind of like soundproofs it a little bit.
Oh, that's brilliant. I wish I could do that.
You live like a couple blocks from Boog, don't you?
No, not that. Like we're not that close, but we're close enough that like if he's like, oh, I'm in Harlem, like I could go run out and go see him. But we live like I say like 40, not even 40 minutes away, like 30 minutes away from each other.
Wow, that's still far. I imagine you guys were a lot closer than that.
No, his mother lives really close to me. Like she's like 4 or 5 blocks away from me. So like literally I could like on my way to like my gym or like on the way to my like my post office where I pick up all my stuff, I literally pass her house. And I never knew it until one day he was like, oh, just meet me over here. And like, why am I meeting you at this random building? He's like, no, my mom lives there. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Nice. What how many members of the group do you think you've met? Because there's a lot of New York cats up there.
Oh man, I've met. Actually, I'm kind of secluded on where I'm at. Like, there's not a lot of people around me, but I think the most I've met is at Comic-Con. The one Comic-Con I've ever been to with like the ACBA guys, and I met about 15 people the whole time I was there, including the random people that would go, "Yo, Boog," and then he would turn around and he would go, "Oh, that's that guy," and I'm like, oh, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "All right," but there's still a lot of people that I haven't met. I haven't talked to, even though I've been in this stuff for a very, very long time.
So
It's funny because
were you born and raised there?
yeah, I was born at least like 5 or 6 blocks away from where I live now. So
wow.
like I've never left the city. Like I've been here my whole life, and it's the worst thing I could imagine. Because we just went on vacation. Me and my fiance went to go visit my cousin in Virginia, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is a simple life." I was like, "This is what it was like to be in the fucking booties." I was like, "I need to be here so bad." And then I stick out like a sore thumb. Like I was like, "Oh no, this is the worst." Yeah, but the city is the worst place to live.
Yeah, I've never been to New York. I'm always kind of I've always wanted to go, but I'm always intimidated. I definitely want to go and have somebody who who grew up there to show me around, because it just seems so crazy.
Well, they did it. Dave Johnson did it, and he had a fucking hell of a time, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
he hung out.
He's been to London probably a lot, so he's
Yeah,
used
it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be coming to New York. It's not like Like you're gonna get shot or mugged, or it's not that bad. Like I have friends who live like slightly like 45 minutes up like out of the city, and they're like, "Oh, I can't come visit you. You got to come up here because like I don't want to get shot." And I'm like, my living arrangement is not that bad. Okay, I was like, New York is not the worst thing in the world.
Let's see, what else did Westman have to ask? He said there are a few kaiju themed accessory packs out there. In your experience, what are the best ones to use with Marvel Legends and other 1/12 scale figures?
None of them. Absolutely, no, I'm just kidding. Bandai stuff that they've come out with is pretty much the best stuff you're gonna get. If you're gonna go with like model buildings and stuff like that, go with the train stuff. Like that's the best stuff you're gonna get, but it is pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen buildings, like little buildings that go up to like $50 to $60. So that's why I just made my own. I was like, I could buy like a few Marvel Legends, I could buy another Godzilla, or I could buy a building. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff, but like the quality of it's really good. I have 2 N scale model train buildings, which is the scale that Godzilla fits in. And I had to like go to a guy. I went to a Pacific store and I asked him all the questions that I needed to know about height and scale and things like that. And we measured out a Godzilla. Like I brought a toy to him, we measured it out. It was the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life. My fiance was looking at me like he went full nerd. Like he was like, this is far enough. And then like I just kind of was like, yeah, this is a really expensive hobby. So I'm just gonna make some buildings. I'll trash them and I'll just make some more. And that's what I just kept doing.
Yeah.
So but effect parts, everything Bandai is great. Like the fire, the fire effects that they have, the impact bases, those are great. I would say get some model cars too. Like model cars are like the best thing to get. But you got to figure out that scale again of how tall your Godzilla is versus like, because every Godzilla is different height. Like you have some Godzillas that are like 50 meters, and then you have some Godzillas that are like 105 meters. Like this latest one is like 110 meters. Like it's huge. Like he's like slapping, like he's high-fiving skyscrapers like it's nothing. And then you have other ones who are like literally traveling through the buildings. Like, excuse me, coming through Godzilla here. And so you got to like figure out your balancing act of how big you want your Godzilla to look too. And then I also go to because my fiance works at a grooming salon, but they have like fish stuff too. Mm. So they have like the big rocks and stuff like that. So I buy those and I kind of like try to make them into mountains and things like that. So that's like how I get away with like selling all of like the scales and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you and Mike Fleck probably have like some of the best like Godzilla like scenes set up, like your Godzilla worlds, you know?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I honestly don't think so. I think there's way better artists out there than me. But apparently people like it, so I'll keep doing it. As long as I can milk this cow, I'm gonna go for it.
I don't remember who originally posted it. Don't remember if it was Poncho or Mohammed or somebody else in the group, but there's a store out here, at least on the West Coast, Japanese store called Daiso, and they have these really cool little baskets that come in different colors and sizes. And,
oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, and they're cheap. It's basically like a Japanese dollar store. And so these were like $2 or something.
So you're gonna send those to me, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Definitely look and see if there's a store in your area, because they have not just stuff like this, but they have all sorts of really cool things. It's like a really fancy high-end dollar store.
All right.
You can find all sorts of cool shit for doing displays. Let's see if I have some of the other sizes in here. But
I'm about to light that thing up. Get some LEDs and go to town.
Yeah, there's another one. So this was
wow.
shorter one. So you can do.
I really fucking like that.
Stuff like that. So just another tip for you.
I have a work out a deal.
Yeah, I don't have any up here in NorCal, but they have some down in SoCal where the other guys in the podcast live, and when I'm down there, I can look and see if there's one near where I'm staying. But yeah, that was good mention about Mike Fleck, who does a really awesome stop motion. Have you ever tried doing stop motion with your Godzillas?
I get that question a lot. And no, I actually funny enough that you bring it up. I actually, when everybody was doing like the ACBA thing just started, I was doing stop motions on a completely different channel, but watching from like the sidelines. So like I was really, really young. Like I was like middle school, really, really young. So like like me and my brother would do them, and I was actually around for a while, and people actually knew who I was until me and my brother moved out. So we just decided to like stop because it's really hard for me to travel all the way over to where he lives to film some stuff. And then like the like we had like sets and things like that, and the sets got messed up, so we just kind of dropped it. So then but yeah, so I've always been a part of like the ACBA circle, but like, and people knew who I was until like I switched over to the BrandAsauresRex name, and I was like I was just gonna do a complete restart because like I didn't want to bring the stop motion thing over to this channel and then try to like to work it out, and then I didn't want to do the stop motion stuff anyway. It's just a lot of fucking work. So like kudos to Mike Fleck, like he does amazing stop motions, and I'm not gonna try to step on that territory ever again. Like when people ask me, I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I know I have a lot of impressive figures. I'm not gonna fucking start moving them around. Like I'll play with them. You can watch me play with them, but no, definitely not doing that.
Yeah, you can. There was somebody trying to come up with a scheme to rent figures, and yeah, maybe you could work out a deal with Mike Fleck where you could rent some of your monster arts.
I would never. I don't even like my brother comes over and he starts touching them, and I give him like the meanest side eye. I'm like, no, just put it down and you'll be safe.
Yeah,
I bought him like 3 monster arts just so he could stop touching mine, because he was like he's like a NECA fanboy, so like he buys like the Predators, he buys the Godzilla line, and then he buys the Pacific Rim stuff. So he has a lot of like NECA stuff, and like so when he saw monster arts for the first time, he's like, "Oh, what's this?" And he just kept kind of playing with it. I'm like, "No, just put it down. Let's not. That figure costs more than your life. Like, let's not touch it."
These are real men's toys. None of this NECA.
Yeah, I was like, actually, I bought him a Predator, and like as soon as he pulled it out, like it broke, like it was like dead on arrival. Like it pulled out and fell apart instantly. It was at that moment that I knew that NECA fucked up.
I've heard that story many times with different figures and different people.
Yeah, I don't trust their quality.
just not from Fabio.
No, never from Fabio.
Yeah.
Fabio will tell you that's the greatest thing they ever fucking invented.
Yeah, he'll tell you.
I've been fortunate to never have a QC issue like that, like breakage with NECA yet, and I have a shitload of NECA figures.
That's
really?
Good.
So,
you're blessed. That's what it is. You have the magic hands.
Yeah. I've had stuck joints and I forced them, like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But nothing's ever broke.
There's another piece I picked up at that Daiso store.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, nice.
What Daiso store did you go to, Todd? You said there's none in your area. Which one did you go to?
It was when I was down in San Jose.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You lost me.
Yeah, it's DAISO. It's the name of the store.
No, hold on. While we're on here, might as well look it up.
Yeah, let's see what else. I picked up some really nice bamboo skewers. These are flat, so for making like fence posts and stuff.
No, that's awesome.
And then some round ones.
Lag on it.
Actually, no, well, they're kind of like squared.
And you can get your
all
barbecue
right.
on.
Get your what?
Then you can get your
Barbecue.
barbecue on.
There you go.
Shish
Yeah,
kebab or what?
Got to go over to Al Chang's to get some of that Korean barbecue.
Damn.
Some USB LED lights.
They paying
I
you
know
for
what
this?
you're gonna do.
No, I haven't dug through this bag in a while. There's another one that's got a like a wide angle on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, all this shit was cheap. It was like $2 a piece or something. Oh, in fact,
Ah, damn.
got my receipt. It's a hole punch
Open
Oh,
stick.
stick. Yeah, it's called gimlet round type.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dang.
for you tough boys, it's a shiv.
There you go.
Let's see what I paid.
You better take that when you go on your New York trip.
Yeah, man. You're gonna need one in your side pocket at all times.
Side pocket, you better cheek one too, just in case.
No, this is
You gotta paint that handle though.
You gotta tape that shit up, put some rubber bands on it.
yeah, pink. Pink will ruin your cred.
Nah, nowadays this thug's out here walking around with paint on, so I think you might be safe.
And
Um,
like on Boondocks, you ever watch that show Boondock?
Yeah. Oh man, I missed that show.
Dude, they have it on Netflix. I was binge watching it the other day. It's like I fucking love
What?
this show. Dude. It's so good.
God. Oh, you know what I'm doing this whole weekend. I have officially made plans.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done with this, I'm putting it on.
Seriously,
What,
'cause I watched it when I was younger, like when it first came out, and I was rewatching. I was like, they have so many good nods to like just different like exploitation and like kung fu movies and like all kinds of shit that I missed. I was like, dang,
Yeah, man.
someone knew what they were doing right in that show.
Brandon, of the Marvel Legends that were announced recently or supposed to be coming out in early 2017, what are you most looking forward to?
Don't ask me about no legends. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. The Sandman, the bath looks really, really good. That looks really good. Like I had a little complaint with the San Diego exclusive. That's why I didn't go like chase that. And then I kind of figured that Enchantress was going to get released regular with a Doctor Strange wave. So I was like, I don't really think I'm going to buy this whole case just for one Spider-Man. And so that Sandman is like on my hit list of like, I need to get this. The Shocker, because I want to complete that team. It also looks really good. I don't like that they're still using that same Havoc effect with the bubbles.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It doesn't really make any sense.
They're running that.
Like they should have given him something that. What happened?
I said they're running that effect into the damn ground.
Yeah, I don't like it. I wish they would have given us like a 3D effect, like something that kind of spiraled out. I think that would have been way better than what they gave us. What else was announced? There was a Spider-Man, the black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, you never could have enough fucking Spider-Man. And I think that's pretty much it.
You just named the only three figures in that wave that I care about.
Yeah, those are the only ones I really care about. Anything else is kind of like, I don't really care. Like, I don't. What else was announced that I'm forgetting?
Well, there's the X-Men wave, and then
They're all dead anyway.
Then
They're all dead characters, pretty much.
the Titus Build-A-Figure wave.
Wait, which one?
You gotta get that Jim Lee Cyclops though.
Oh yeah, fuck. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'll buy it. I'm kind of sick of that buggy cap mold anyway, but whatever. I'll take it.
I want the Cyclops and Polaris.
I thought they would have given him a bigger body because Cyclops looks like pretty jacked in the Jim Lee era. So I thought they were gonna like at least put him like maybe in like that cap mold because like he's like pretty big.
Mm.
Comparing to like regular people. I think like he was like a little bit bigger than the average dude. So even if they put him on like that Namor body, like that would have been good. Cyclops was jacked.
I know his reputation's always been slim, so can't imagine him being be that.
Oh
big.
yeah, and isn't Colossus coming out too, right? It's like a red, right?
Yeah, it's not a Jim Lee Colossus though. It's like modern Colossus.
Oh, that's ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, it's got like
Gonna put him in the tighty whities.
He's got like an arrow, like an upside down arrow on his chest.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna go full Mountain Man Colossus, and he has like the beard. That's like my new favorite thing because he kind of looks like Brock Lesnar. He has like a beard going on. It's like the funniest thing.
Dang,
because he has like silver and it's like beard.
Or a metal Zane.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen it yet?
Nah.
Yeah,
Is that current?
Yeah, it's the fun. I don't know if it's like current, but like it was in a book that I read, and I was like, yo, this is hilarious.
Yeah, it's an Extraordinary X-Men. That's the current X-Men that he's in.
And he has that beard with him, like that Mountain Man beard, or no?
Yeah, he's got that beard. It's not long, but he's got the beard.
Yeah, because it's when he like kind of goes on exile and stuff like that, right?
They like in the beginning of the book they like find him and they're like, look, you got to come back, and he's like, no, I really don't want to, and then his sister talks him into it, so he finally comes back, but he rocks his beard.
Didn't he want to kill his sister? Like, I don't get. Oops, somebody's phone's going off. Didn't they want to like kill each other at some point, like after AVX?
I think all they were doing was they were just fighting because like the Phoenix Five they found out like if you defeated the other one, you could steal the Phoenix Force, so you could become stronger. So they ended up fighting, and I can't remember, but they fought, and one of them lost their Phoenix powers and shit. It was pretty lame.
Yeah, that whole AVX thing wasn't that great. I think the only thing that was the best thing that came out of it was the ending. Other than that, I was like, okay, I don't really care.
It's still not nearly as bad as this Civil War II bullshit.
Oh, I'm not up to date with it. The last thing, what do you think? Okay. Oh, yeah, it's not paying attention because she's reading it. The last thing I read was when they killed Bruce Banner, I think it was, and like they were about to put Hawkeye on trial, and I just kind of like dropped off the face of the earth with that. Should have put a spoiler warning.
It really didn't get any better afterwards. Like I was really like, when I read the last issue that came out, I was like, dude, this fucking sucks. Like I'm like,
really? It gets really bad?
it's just weak, man. Like it's just like really weak. Like you could tell like it's pretty much just a money grab is all it is.
Well,
like, there's really not.
You're buying it, so it's working.
like they're really not like. The story's not like strong enough to like have them really doing that. Like it doesn't seem believable, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. This is why I stick with my Godzilla comic book.
Most of these modern books are terrible. I mean, as far as Marvel goes, the
Ultimates book is actually really good. It's probably the
I
best.
heard that Moon Knight is really, really good. Like, I heard that Moon Knight's one of like the best books they got going on right now, just because of like the complexities of what they're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard that's pretty good. I haven't read it though, so don't quote me on that.
Speaking of which, that was the other thing they announced. That I confirmed from my sources that Spider-Man wave. Another Spider-Man wave for next year. We don't know who the BAF is going to be. Is some character codenamed Dead Meat, and then Beetle, Tombstone, Cosmic Spider-Man, Moon Knight, and then 2 Spider-Man movie figures.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, dude. I know who Dead Meat is.
Yeah.
I found out through my sources.
Oh shit! Here we go.
It's
groundbreaking news right here.
Balboa, dude. Remember Mr. T leans in, he goes, "Dead meat."
Oh shit! Groundbreaking information right here.
Heard it first.
Mr. T is getting
exclusive.
paid.
You know what's
T
funny?
is-
Speaking of Mr. T, when me and Pancho were growing up in the what was it? It wasn't a world tournament. It was Total Combat. We were going head to head, and we were like having that whole feud on Facebook for like shits and giggles. I sent them the Mr. T thing to the cameras, and he just looked at me. He was like, "Yo, you're a fucking idiot." I was like, "Well, you know what? If you're gonna do it, you might as well go all out, right?" So then I literally filmed with my brother a whole training montage that I was getting ready, like to face Pancho off, but I never finished it.
Oh,
I think I sent him like the half that I started. He was like crying, laughing because of how funny it was. Because I literally went to the gym and started like running on the treadmill, doing pull-ups, and like doing all this dumb shit that I I would never do. And Pancho was just like, "Yo, you're out of your mind." And I was like, "If you're gonna commit to a joke, you gotta commit to a joke."
That's amazing.
I can't wait to see.
I wish I still had.
I can't wait to see I can't wait to see the shit that Punker Mike's gonna talk. It's like he's already threatening that he and Wisman are gonna go smack down on each other.
Oh, that's amazing. It's simply amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. Wisman already made a shitload of memes, like trash talk memes, like already.
That's amazing.
He was sending me some messages. Look what I got, and he's like doing some Yu Yu Hakusho freaking trash talking memes,
Nice.
photoshopping me and Bree's faces on people and shit. I'm like, dang, how's this guy, dude?
I love.
I'm gonna have to burn him. I'm gonna have to burn him in my entries, like how I did with John Connor when we did Photo Combat.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
gonna have to be doing that shit.
Yeah, I loved that Marty McFly poster with the dagger stuck in it.
Yeah. Did that Marty McFly with the dagger in the head, and then there's a rest in peace like Hellboy. I got him. He may have won, but I got
Yeah. You made God bleed, so you win.
him.
That's how you always win.
Yeah, if that Spider-Man wave Tombstone might be interested in getting that. Otherwise, I don't know, it depends on which.
Like a suited body.
Depends on which version of Moon Knight. If they do the Moon Knight in the suit, that's going to be. I could care less about that.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a classic Moon Knight, then I'm sure I'll pick that up.
I would like they have like a. I know this is a little cheap, but they have like I remember one issue of Moon Knight. He's literally walking around in a Spider-Man suit, but with his mask on, so they could just do that. That's like the easiest legend they could make. Oh yeah, just get the Deadpool head and snap that shit on fucking a Spider-Man body, ship that shit out, and there you go. Easiest $20 you ever made.
Comic-Con exclusive.
Yeah, right. You got to put that big like asterisk on it. Exclusive. None of that shit is exclusive. Fucking Hasbro resell that shit in a heartbeat.
And one of the rumors that came from New York Comic Con was Fantastic Four. They're saying that because we got to see last year at SDCC that they want to make a new Sue Storm, and so the question was put to the Hasbro guys like, there's no way you're just going to give us Sue Storm and not give us the rest of Fantastic Four. And they said, yeah, you'll probably see the other members of the team. So I'm speculating if they're going to do an Amazon or Entertainment Earth or SDCC exclusive with a Fantastic Four box set.
No, it'd be good if they actually recognize the other properties besides Captain America.
Yeah.
You know, just like a fucking every other wave is fucking like a different variation of Captain America. So
Or Spider-Man.
it'd be good if they actually did something else. Oh yeah. Fucking it's the worst, like to buy like so many different versions of the same fucking character over and over and over again. It's almost monotonous. Like I don't know how many times I could buy. Like I'm skipping all the caps from now on. Like I have the the classic cap, and unless they like reinvent the cap mold or something like that, like I'm not doing it. Like if it's the same figure just painted differently, skipping it. So to see them going in a different direction, like when they went X-Men, I was like, there's no fucking way, like it's not gonna happen. And then they came out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy these. And then it built the Juggernaut, and it was bigger than the old Legends one. So I was like, all right, I have to get this one. The Deadpool looked really cool. So if they do any kind of like Entertainment Earth kind of thing of a box set, I would want the Fantastic for like the 4 and the kids, just to like to have the whole family as one set. And maybe they could do like different exclusives for like different colors. You know, like they could have like the classic blue, you know, on like Amazon, or like Entertainment Earth can get like the white suits that they had like recently. It would be perfect.
Yeah, you can keep that Future Foundation shit, but
those suits look really cool. Okay. And maybe they could redo the Future Foundation Spider-Man with the new body. Like that could work perfectly.
yeah, saw some guy got a loose one recently, and yeah, they must have left it out in the sun, and so like only the chest, and even after he bleached the shit out of it with hydrogen peroxide, the fucking chest is white, and then the limbs are so yellow still. It's like that white plastic. Yeah, bitch to deal with.
I bought a Drax, like that old Drax with the big head. I bought it off of a little local store before it closed down, and it was sitting in the sun so long it's not even green anymore. It's like faded green. Yeah, but I just needed it for the bow parts. I was like, screw it, it's just going in the bottom of my bin, and I'm never gonna touch it again. But it's like a really faded green. Like he went from that dark green, like he looks almost like this.
Gray.
Yeah, it's like it's so pale, and like the tattoos are faded. So I was like, you know, fuck it. I was like, you're just gonna go over there, and then we're gonna pull this thing out. And now that they have the new one for the Entertainment Earth one, I'm desperately trying to find that for a good price because I don't want to pay the whole $100 for that thing.
Oh yeah, it got really cheap there. It got one for really cheap. It's like
Yeah, I remember at some point it was like $60
shipped or for the set or something. Yeah, it was like
really
crazy cheap.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
See, I would love to do that, but like just buying so many Legends, like I have no more space for Legends. Like I have a shelf like straight up above me that I literally can't put anything else on.
I just realized we didn't get an Amazon set this year, did we?
No.
Nope.
I wonder what's going on with that. I guess, well, they did that UK exclusive, but
I told you, fuck Amazon.
Amazon ain't shit.
yeah,
Unless they want to go brand deals, and I love Amazon.
A year before we got that movie set, so
The movie set was butt.
yeah,
It was
I guess.
terrible.
Well, the Thor they did a good job, and yeah, I was happy to get a Bruce Banner. I'm surprised that we haven't seen anybody else on.
Like the paint scheme on that figure is terrible. Like I just don't like they have him like with all these mismatched colors. He just looks like he doesn't know how to dress.
It's just a purple shirt, right? With a like dark gray suit.
And then he has like black shoes with like a brown belt. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like,
Okay.
Terrible. Yeah, like you gotta match it up. Like you gotta like match it. Like even if it's not like movie accurate, you gotta match it up somewhere. There's too many damn colors.
You gotta match the belt with the shoes. Is that the rule?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe he just found
That
those
old
clothes
school rule.
somewhere because he was holding out and he just put that outfit together.
He just stole somebody's suit.
Yeah.
He jumped in the Goodwill real quick, which you got.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm not going to spend a fortune on a suit. I'm just going to rip it off.
Yeah, it's just gonna tear off when I go to bed.
Exactly.
But he wasn't counting on that though. Like he definitely didn't bet on him transforming into Hulk on the helicarrier. These are lies. I studied that movie way too much. Watched the movie way too many goddamn times. Which brings up with a damn thief.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of,
Oh, is that Wisman? Oh, okay.
So I said to the guy, "Oh, that's why they call it a clock radio, because it's both." No,
Hey.
We already asked all your questions.
Okay, good.
Todd
That's
already
what I pay you guys for. Stick to the script.
That's right.
So what's going on? You guys sound relatively quiet.
Well, we were talking shit about you, but then you hopped on, so we were like, oh no, we can't do it anymore.
Yeah, everyone's like, shh, quiet.
It happens more than I'd like to admit. So, you guys talked about the new movie?
Briefly.
Which movie?
Okay. Yeah, I seen, I hadn't really considered the movie too much, but I saw some clips the other day, and then I realized, like, half the movie's leaked online. So I was checking it out, and it looks crazy.
It's ridiculous. But all the best parts are really the Godzilla stuff. Like, the human characters in that movie are a lot of, like, political figures in Japan. Like, it's a lot of dealing with, like, army shit and, like, the political side of everything. It's not like you follow, like, a basic human character. Like, you follow one guy, but, like, his story has to do with, like, 20 other people. So it's really hard to, like, gauge on, like, who's the main character in this movie. So literally, like, I'm like, Godzilla's the main character, everybody else is sidelined. Fuck them. Until they explain something that I need to know.
Yeah, I had seen a review that was saying that, and he said, as far as like the American release, how they had, he was saying they have the Japanese kind of subtitles, and then they had the English subtitles on top of those subtitles, and he said, so like when a new character would come on screen, it would put their title, and then translate that, and the guy would start talking, so it would have more. So he said that, like, at some parts of the movie, there's, like, half the screen was just subtitles because it was all stacked, like, explaining, this is the director of such and such.
Oh, yeah. Like, it'll be, like, the location would be, like, where I am right now. Like, it'll be here, right? So let's say I'm, like, the character. The location of where they are would be here. His title would be, like, right here in big Japanese letters, and then, characters, excuse me. And then the print would be right on top of it in another color. So it'll be yellow. So it'll be like white for the Japanese characters, and then English like letters on top of it in yellow. And the same thing will go up here, and then down here it'll just be the straight translation right here. So like all you have is this. So sometimes the characters are like all centered over here. So like everything's right here, and then text this way.
It's like the front of like the cutout packs the TiStar puts out, which is the food surrounded by all the word bubble.
Yeah. It's literally exactly like that. It's so crowded with information, and it goes by so fast because the movie is cut really fast, especially when it comes down to the talking to keep it interesting. Because like a lot of information is just being thrown at you, especially when it comes down to explaining Godzilla's new origin and explaining like what the hell the I guess it's the embassy or no, it's the prime minister is trying to figure out, because there's like two prime ministers throughout the movie, because one of them like kind of like just fucking him out, and he just kind of ditches Japan. He's like, fuck it, I quit, and like this other guy takes it on, and by the time that guy takes it on, like there's so much information that they gotta flood to this guy. Like you're literally reading like fuck, I lost it, nope, you're like, I give up.
So when are you gonna do the first ACVA shot like that, where you just got Godzilla with 10 cutouts around him?
I fuck. You know what's funny is that I literally like was going through my stuff, and I was like, yo, I don't use a lot of cutouts. And every time I do, like somebody calls me out on my cutouts, so I was like, fuck it, I just quit. Because like I have to use the TiStar ones because I'm not doing that whole process that you created. That's too much goddamn work. I was like, you know what? I will call Michael Wisman, and I will tell him like, yo, make me a pack, and I'll pay you for it. Then to go through and like even like think about start cutting them out, because doing cutout work is so much damn work. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stay with the TiStar ones and just be happy that they exist.
Yeah, just hit them with the Sharpies, though.
Yeah, I don't have the steadiest hands. And I've been saying it since, like, the beginning of time. Like, when I started using cutouts, like, my hands are so shaky when it comes down to anything that I just said, you know what, I'll just leave the little tip, like, fucking white. Like, it'll be fine. No one will really notice.
I seen God, I forget the name. There's like this disease, you know, a lot of older people get it, where like they shake uncontrollably, kind of. And Yeah, I have an aunt who has. What did you say? Oh, Parkinson's. Oh, maybe it's Parkinson's. I have an aunt that I think has that, and she shakes real bad. And I seen the other. No, this was a while ago. Anyways, there was a commercial for a spoon that had like the handle had like a spring or something in it, so that the spoon itself would like jiggle. And so the point was like you'd scoop something, and your hand would be shaking like crazy, but the spoon would be centered. I need to get you that, but put a Sharpie on the end of it.
Please, that would change my whole life. Like, watch, look, just show you, look. They're shaking my hand.
Dang,
Like, all
that's
time.
got suspension or some shit. That's so weird.
Yeah, no, my hands are because I have arthritis in my joints, so I was born with it. So like my hands are always like really, really like tensed up. So like when I put like strain on my hands, like they just start going.
You know,
so, like my hands my hands always have to be like this.
Yeah.
So like if I straighten them out, it starts to shake. Or I have to get like my fiance to like grab my fingers and like pull them back every morning, or I can't feel my fingers.
Right. You know, I think some stretches where like they you need another person to do it for you, but they kind of like they use both of their hands for one of your hands at a time, and they like kind of put their fingers between your fingers. Like one hand goes through like two fingers, another hand goes to the other two, and then they like spread your hand open, and it's like it kind of looks weird, but it spreads your hand more open than like.
Trying to figure this out. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'll have to look up a picture and send it to you because I know it doesn't make sense explaining it, but maybe it'll help because it stretches it out really well. Yeah,
and then it doesn't help that I also broke this hand. No, not the hand. I had a boxer's fracture from when I was in middle school, from these fingers all the way down to like right here.
Gotta stop boxing in the streets, bro.
No, I was in a. I hate this story. I was in a fight in middle school, and I tried to hit the dude, but a teacher grabbed him in time that my fist ended up going through a door.
Oof.
Yeah. So when they finally got my hand out, because I got stuck, when they got my hand out, I didn't realize that my hand went through glass, went through the metal frame and the door itself. So I was stuck there like this. And I was just looking at everybody like, what? And they were like, try to move your hand. I'm like, I can't. And I was like, all right. Somebody had to get me out. So they had to like cut the door out and then pull my hand out.
Dang, nowadays you can sue that teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Nowadays, bro, you'd be sitting on a gold mine.
Shit, I wouldn't be living in New York. I'd be in a mansion. I'd be talking to you guys via airplane.
You'd be at that Godzilla hotel they opened up.
Yo, I want to go so bad. If you actually go there now, if you would like book a hotel now, which is crazy expensive, they take you on a tour of like the famous landmarks from the movies and shit like that. And at the end of the tour, you get to see Godzilla in like a 4D experience.
Nice.
Which is fucking dope. I wish to God I could do that.
Yeah, well, you gotta blame Brexit now because they fucked up the exchange rate. So now good luck paying for that trip.
I'm not doing that. Listen, I'll swim over there. I got a little boat. Just paddle my ass over there.
Nice.
Have you been to California, Brandon?
No, I want to go, but I need somebody's house to sleep in because I ain't paying no hotels. Anywhere I go, I'm like, yo, I'm crashing in somebody's house.
Yeah, Russell did pretty good when he came from Australia. I think he just house hopped the whole time here.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Couchsurfing's where it's at.
Yeah.
I actually ran into him when he was here, when Russell was here, but we didn't recognize each other until like way later. Like I looked at him, I was like, I know that guy with that beard, and then I just kept walking, and I was like,
what the hell?
wait.
I was gonna say, how could you not recognize him?
Like I recognized him, and I was like, I know that guy, but I couldn't figure it out like where I knew him from. And then it hit me when I was like 5 blocks away, and I was like, oh shit, that was Russell. So then I messaged him on Facebook, and I was like, yo, I think we just walked past each other. I was like, are you in New York right now? He's like, yeah, I'm on 42nd Street. I'm like, oh shit, I'm on 42nd Street. I was like, god damn, we just missed each other. Then it was just like a funny little moment. And then we tried to meet up afterwards, but it didn't work.
That's not near Midtown Comics, is it? 42nd?
Yeah. There's actually two.
Okay.
So like 42nd Street is like smack right in the middle of two of them. So like you can walk from one to the other.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Tight.
That's why that's my fiance's favorite thing to do when she has a day off because she likes to buy like insane amounts of comics. Like she has like she's reading about 14 to 15 different books depending on the month.
Woo.
And like, yeah, she's a reader. She gets like fucking stacks. And then if you spend $100 in comic books at Midtown, they give you like $20 off. So she's always trying to hit that $100, and I'm like, can you not? Like, we gotta pay bills. like let's stop doing this. Like,
Can we
got
keep
rent
this at $10? Two books a month here.
Yeah, no, she can't. She reads so many books, and it's so many books. And now she's like, oh, I want to like she started with like Marvel, with like when Spider-Gwen came out, and then like everything kind of flooded into there with the Silk and Spider-Woman and all that shit. And now she's like, oh, okay. And then we saw Batman versus Superman, so she was like, can I read about Wonder Woman? I'm like, no, let's not. Let's just stay where you're at. Now she's buying like Wonder Woman trades, and I was like, oh god, this has gone too far.
She's about to cop all them Frank Cho variants, Wonder Woman covers.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited for that Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, my fiance is freaking out about that movie. Like, she needs that movie to happen, like, as soon as possible. Like, she's already trying to figure out how to pre-order a ticket to like this advanced screening. I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that at all.
She wants to go full cosplay.
Shit, she did. That would make me the happiest man alive.
Gotta go Linda Carter though. Gotta go Linda Carter costume all the way.
Oh yeah.
Swimsuit edition.
Gotta go old school.
Yeah.
So, who here besides me has finished Luke Cage?
I have not, because I have to wait for my. I know I'm a terrible person. No, we're on like episode 10 because like I have to wait for my fiance because our schedules are just like way too different to ever be in the same room at the same time. Like today is like one of the few days so that we were off together, but we had like all this other stuff to do, so we couldn't even like watch an episode. But like my brother was telling me like the finale of the show is like amazing.
Yeah, it's good. Not without its flaws, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I can't say I can't say it's better than the shows that have come before it. I think bits and pieces are, but yeah. How about you guys? What sounds like Punker Mike, you finished it, right?
Yeah, didn't we talk about it last episode with
Just briefly, yeah.
Okay.
But Michael wasn't here, and I don't remember where Josh is on the show. I think he was only like halfway through.
Yeah, I still haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I haven't finished either. I think the last I saw was like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay. So I don't feel that bad. I'm on like 11. No, 10.
Yeah, you almost
10 or
got it
11.
finished.
So out of all I know we still have Iron Fist coming up next, but out of like all the things they've done for Netflix so far, what are your guys' favorite? Like even like breaking up seasons, like season 1 Daredevil, season 2 Daredevil, etc. Like what's been your guys' favorite Marvel Netflix so far?
Season 2 Daredevil by far.
Yeah, I'll say
Really?
season 2 Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the first half of like season 2 of Daredevil, just because like it was all the Punisher all the time, and like that was the best thing about it. And then I got to teach like my fiance about the Punisher. Like she absolutely fell in love. So I think that was like my favorite stuff. But everything with Elektra on, like when like the Punisher broke out of the show, and then like they kind of went with like the Elektra story, like I kind of like checked out. Even though I really like Elektra, like in the comic books, like I feel like she was so different from like Elektra in the comic books that I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this. So it kind of turned me off until the Punisher came back. But I think that is the best season we've had of one of the Netflix shows, though.
I liked Elektra in Daredevil. I thought it was, for being a TV show, it was pretty well done. I mean, especially after watching that Ben Affleck Daredevil. Oh my God!
Wait, what? That doesn't exist. We don't speak of Dare Affleck right there. That doesn't exist. I actually have it on DVD or some shit. Where is it? It's like fuck. It's around here somewhere. I know it is.
Well, now you're just a glutton for punishment there.
Yeah, like
we don't
I didn't pay for it. Like somebody gave it to me, but like they're like, oh, you like those Marvel movies, right? I'm like, shit, no. What are you doing?
That's probably the worst Marvel Legend figure there is, too.
Really?
We don't talk about Affleck, but he was bad in Phantoms, though.
Phantom's like a motherfucker, yo. The Daredevil movie. You guys don't like Rob Zombie and Drowning Pool soundtrack?
The soundtrack is really good. The movie is not.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Iron Fist. I haven't watched any of the trailers or anything yet, so I don't plan to either. But
I think there's only been the one trailer, right? So far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
And thank you for not spoiling it, Michael.
Oh, what, the part where he
Where he wraps his fists with bandages.
The part where he dies was crazy. I couldn't believe they did that.
yeah, it was pretty bold for a trailer. I wonder what direction they're going in after that.
Just showed you the season finale in the trailer. They Tarantino'd you for the trailer.
Yep. I was like, how are they going to get around that?
That is funny. Oh, are you guys? Any of you guys watching Agents of Shield?
No.
Not really.
Oh, okay. No, I wanted to know if the Ghost Rider thing is any good because I really don't watch it. Like, I have not watched that show. I just saw Ghost Rider and I was like, oh, that looks pretty decent. He should be on a bike though. And I was like, I don't care about anything else though.
Is that the Ghost Rider with like the Slim Jim hair?
It's the new Robbie Reyes one where he's got like the muscle car.
Yeah, I hate that whole idea.
Does he have like Slim Jim hair flames though, or it's just like sticking straight up?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like it like comes out the middle and then on the sides. He kind of looks like like a crazy clown.
Yeah.
No more clowns. I'm sick of clowns.
I was halfway thinking about dressing up as a clown to be on this podcast. Just like
You're gonna get shot. Oh, on the podcast, yeah, you're good. I thought you meant like for Halloween. I was like, no.
No.
Don't.
I don't do dressing up. I haven't dressed up in years.
What? Not even that Godzilla suit?
Listen. Don't talk about my PJs like that.
Hey, that'd be tight
My
though. You know,
nightly
Godzilla tail on that PJs.
Yeah, man. I snuggle up next to it and I hold it. That's how I can sleep.
Man. That's your cuddle buddy. You got like
Yeah, it's my cuddle buddy.
a 6 foot tall, fucking big old Godzilla snuggle buddy.
Like those anime girl pillows, but it's just got Godzilla print on it.
It's just Godzilla. He's just like, all right, let's do this.
That's his waifu.
Yeah, there you go. It's the only way to do it.
Did,
Buddy.
I don't know if you guys asked or not, but who's your favorite Godzilla?
Oh, hard-hitting questions. Fuck. God damn it, you put me on the spot. For favorite, I have to say the Burning Godzilla, just because I like the look. Because I love like the 90s series, like everything from 89 all the way to 95. Like that series is just like perfect. Like I recommend it to anybody who's like, oh, I want to watch Godzilla movies. Like that's where I started my fiance. I was like, this is where we're gonna start. But just that last iconic like Godzilla of him with the burning chest and like the red dorsal plates and the way he lights up, like that just hits like all the nostalgia parts of like.
Is that the one where he's kind of got like orange, like almost like stripy stuff all over him?
Yeah, hold on. Let me show you. I got it right here. I literally like spent all of the money to get this one because I was wait on this one. Yeah. They're coming out with a new version of this one where the bottom row, I mean like this tail part is all gonna be like this red shit. Like the whole tail is gonna be red, and then he's gonna have like smoke coming off of him because like Godzilla's like a reactor, so like a nuclear reactor, so he has to like find a way to vent the radiation out of him. And that's like when he attacks cities, the city gets fucked up and he has to move to a different city because his radiation just pours out everywhere. So with that one, he's like overloaded with radiation to the point where he's just gonna blow the fuck up, and Japan has to figure out a way to cool him down, or he's gonna take out the whole planet.
So he's like the Hulk.
Basic, I think it's a little bit more like on the like his radiation can like level a city by just him like being near it.
Yeah.
Versus like the Hulk where he has to like admit it like through rage.
Yeah, I was just joking that they had to cool him off. They're like, "Whoa, Godzilla, you need to take a break, man. Chill out."
Whoa, buddy, you gotta chill out.
They appealed to the Gojira inside of him to calm the raging spirit.
Yeah.
Hey, did they have a Godzilla like animated series? Didn't they have that shit?
He had a few.
They did. It was made by the guy who did like the Scooby-Doo stuff.
Okay.
It's really, really corny. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I hate it only because of, Hanna-Barbera he did a 400-foot Godzilla cartoon, yeah.
Well, it's a pair of guys. It's not one guy, but
oh, I thought it was one guy. I never knew. But yeah, they did a Godzilla like it wasn't a long series. It was like I think a season and a half or something like that. But the worst thing to come out of that was Godzilla's kid, and they named him Godzuki. The worst fucking thing I've ever seen. Yeah, because now like my dad, like he grew up on like that show, so he thinks that baby Godzilla is Godzuki, and I'm like, no, I don't have to explain this to you for the 1,000th time. They're two different fucking kids. Like Godzilla has a lot of kids.
I remember Godzuki.
And then he could fly. It made no goddamn sense.
I remember that movie. Ironically, it's one of my favorite movies, even though it's probably the worst one. The one where it has that like little Asian kid with the radio, and then he like tunes in, and like his mind or whatever goes to the island with Zuki and like.
And Gabra. Oh man.
Yeah.
Godzilla's Revenge. Is it Godzilla? No, it's not Godzilla's Revenge. It's the Son of Godzilla. Oh my god, that movie's so bad. That movie's so fucking bad. I actively hate that movie.
You know, I need to rewatch that because that shit didn't make any sense.
Do it. It doesn't make any sense. There's literally like a part where the kid gets on an acid trip and he thinks like he's talking to Godzilla Jr. No,
Right.
It's Manila. He thinks he's talking to Manila, and it's the worst. It's like the worst thing because he like has like this weird, dopey, like dumbass voice. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, when he's like, ooh, fucking
Yeah.
And then he's like running
And then
from the. You know what? That whole movie. I treat that movie like it's not even like Godzilla. Like that movie is about like a Godzilla fan. Cause like that whole movie, that kid's getting beat up by the bullies. The fucking what was it? The janitor had to be like, "All right, you can hide in the closet, weird kid."
Yeah.
And he's just
Man.
I just want to listen to my Godzilla radio.
Like that was when they were trying to be like PC about Godzilla, and this was around like the time where Ultraman was becoming popular. So like Ultraman was like the friend to all kids, and then Gamera was like the protector of all kids, and then Godzilla was this giant destructive monster. So they're like, no, we got to make him a hero. So they try to switch him into like this kid-friendly thing. I was like, no, should have kept him giant rage monster. You fucked up. Go back.
Come on, don't be hating, Brandon. You know, if they had a scene in that movie where that kid punched a hole through a door, that would have been like your childhood, basically.
Exactly. The moment I knew that me and Godzilla needed to be together.
Yeah, when he was tripping.
I remember the scene where like he's being like there's like robbers or like the people trying to rob somebody, and they're like they like kidnapped the kid. It's so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and he has to like
weird.
save him, but like not really, kind of.
Yeah, the movie just gets so weird. That and the Godzilla versus Hedorah, they like have straight up acid trips in that movie.
Dang.
It's ridiculous how like how weird those movies get.
If Monsters could make any creature, what would you want them to make?
Oh man, this is something that I asked them in when I went to Toy Fair, when Boog got me into Toy Fair, and I asked them to make a freaking Anguirus. Anguirus is, where is he? You can't see him. He's all the way up there. He's one of like my favorite Godzilla characters like outside of like Godzilla. Like he's like Godzilla's like best friend for no reason. He's like his first enemy too. So like in the second movie, they decided to pair him up with like this other dinosaur kind of creature, and then like when they made him like the friend to kids and when they made him kid friendly and shit like that, they decided to like bring him back, and he's like the goofiest character, but he's like like Godzilla's like sidearm shit, so like he'll like throw him at people or like he'll like take hits for Godzilla, and it's like the funniest thing. So I want them to make a version of him so bad, because Rebel Tech made one and it's really good, but it's like a little out of scale because Rebel Tech works in that weird in a weird scale of their own stuff. So I would love to see them have like a Anguirus that's in scale with anything. No.
What is it? What's it look like?
It almost looks like a Stegosaurus meets a dog. Hold on, let me see if I can just grab it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I posted photos with this thing before. It fits like in great scale with Godzilla and stuff like that. It's a pretty great figure.
Nice.
This figure is actually worth like $300 for no reason.
Damn.
No idea why. Yeah.
Just hasn't been re-released, huh?
No, they don't want they haven't like decided to. But this is like one of my especially if you read like the Godzilla comic books, he plays a big role in like a lot of the comic books because he's like a fan favorite.
Mm.
But I also think like Monstars is kind of like trying not to do the things that other people are doing when it comes to like figures that have already been released for some reason. And it seems like Toho, because a lot of people don't know this, and I found this out only through talking to the Bandai people, is that Toho has the final say on whatever happens with the figures. So Toho is the studio that makes the Godzilla movies. So if like they could make a sculpt and pay all the money to make a sculpt, and at the end of the day, Toho could just say no, make another Godzilla figure, because Godzilla will sell better.
Mm.
Damn.
Damn.
And that's literally what's been happening for the last few releases. We have gotten nothing but just straight Godzillas, and we're gonna get 4 more.
It's like getting Captain
more?
America.
Yeah, it's literally the Captain America figure. It's like the Captain America situation all over again, like with that buying the same character over and over. But at least they look different enough to like to warrant the buy, you know.
Right.
Like 2 that are coming out is the 2016 in the end of November. The 2016 is coming out, and then we have the 89 figure, but it looks kind of like the regular high side figure, but it lights up this time. So that's the only big selling point on that, and it's like supposed to be larger than like the average monster. It's supposed to be like this new scale that they're working in. So like it makes you like, it's the same Godzilla all over again, but at least this one lights up and it roars and it plays music and shit like that. So like it hits the nostalgia points, I guess, but it's a little ridiculous at this point.
It just sucks because they're like, we're just going to play it safe. Like, we know Godzilla sells. We're not going to put out any of the other characters. We're just going to do Godzilla because that works.
Yeah, like we have this guy, the 54, the 2016, like I said before. Then we have the the 89, and then we have the Burning Godzilla all coming out in like the span of like from now to next year. And it's not like we get a lot of these. Ain't doing no damn Godzooky.
Damn.
You ain't getting none of that Hanna-Barbera shit. Nobody care about that.
What as far as what Marvel Legends would you like to see made?
Me? I think by now they've made everything that I've ever wanted. Like especially with like the Onslaught with the actual Onslaught head instead of the Red Skull head. Like I think like that was a big figure that I've always wanted, because I've always had that other Onslaught and I never really liked it. So I would like to see the black suit, which is coming out anyway. And I always wanted a new Shocker, so like these are these are the figures that I have to get. The Jim Lee Rogue was big for me, but something that they haven't done already. What haven't they done?
Oh, lots of shit.
Trying to think of something that like I would want.
Yeah.
You know what I would really want them to do? I would like them to make Marvel Legends to make their Godzilla. cheat answer. But Godzilla was in the Marvel Universe for a period of time. Just to let you guys know. Little trivia.
Technically. That's like when the Avengers fought the Attack on Titans. Technically.
Well, no, it's still canon. Like they have like a new monster who's kind of like genetically engineered off of Godzilla's like makeup or some shit like that, and he has like a giant like American flag on his chest. But they can't say it's Godzilla or some shit like that. I forgot what it is because they lost the rights. He also fought Justice League. Godzilla's just a fucking titan. He's just a badass. No, but I would like to see a new Thor. That's something I really, really want. And not a movie version. I'm talking about comics. I really like a comic book version of Thor.
We need a good classic Thor.
Yeah, just something that's like not in that body mold that they have, because I don't really like that Thor body mold that they have. I would like something a little bit different. Like, and I also think like the Thor is way too tall. Like it's just way too tall. I would like a different Hulk. I don't like that Hulk body that they got going on. I think it's too small for the Hulk. I just didn't like that last one that they came out with the Vision. With the shaved head. I don't like that look for a Hulk at all. I would like something a little bit wider and like bigger in every direction. I would like to see Hasbro do Sentinel as well. I would like to see what their Sentinel would be like for a Marvel Legends, and maybe like a Jim Lee style Sentinel or something like that.
It'd be awful short, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hey, you know what? It'll fit in my like a Marvel versus Capcom kind of display. So I think that'd be perfect.
I want to see a Punisher versus Archie box set.
Sick.
Or Punisher meets Archie, not versus. I'm sorry.
No,
That
versus.
No,
It'd be
versus.
better.
I like the versus.
Did you guys, kind of side note there, but have you guys read, I don't remember if it was Meets or Versus, but the Predator and Archie crossover?
No, but I heard about it.
I think my comic book guy like threw that in. I didn't read it, but he kind of threw it in like on my poll one time. Like he just gave it to me. He's like, "Here you go." I didn't read it though, but the cover looked ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty savage. It's like Archie style, but like Predator's like in the diner, like ripping dude's spines out. It's crazy.
What?
The newest one, they got Archie meets the Ramones. I was like, dang, dude, Archie's going deep. He met the Ninja Turtles. He met Frank Castle, the Ramones, fucking with Predator.
Yeah, next
Don't even know if he wants to bone fucking Betty or Veronica. Come on now.
Next, we need a Dragon Ball Archie crossover.
Dang.
That would be amazing. I was watching a video actually before Todd sent me the link for all of this about like their power, like Dragon Ball Z power scales and shit like that. Because somebody was like, like somebody posted a photo of like Godzilla and then Goku, and they were like, oh, who would win? So they were like, oh, Goku's like a planet destroyer, so he would win. And I was like, can Goku really blow up a planet? So I started doing all this research, and I'm like, holy shit, he can. But I was like, Godzilla can blow up a planet. So I was like, who wins in this fight though? And I was like, Godzilla can like take all the damage in the world. I was like, well, fuck, but a Kamehameha might take him out. I was like, shit, I don't know. I got so stumped, I was like, fuck it, I give up.
I don't know, because Goku can't breathe in space.
That
He
is
can
true.
absorb energy, though, right? Godzilla can?
Depends on which Godzilla. But yeah, some versions of the Godzilla can actually just like become like a magnet for like certain like kinds of like different blasts. So I think he actually can.
Because depending on if it was like that kind of version, I mean, that would obviously give, Goku some trouble.
Well, hit up the crew at Archie Comics and tell them to make it happen.
Make it a three-way crossover.
That was I never read it, but there was the comic Ash versus Jason. No, Ash versus Freddy versus Jason.
I remember seeing
Jesus
that.
Christ. They couldn't have put no one else in there?
I didn't like the artwork on that one, but I was just like, what the heck?
They could have threw in Batman.
Right?
It was gonna be a movie, but they all everybody kind of backed out because the contract was that each studio could control everything that their character could do, but nothing of any of the other characters. So they couldn't really decide on a storyline because it's like everybody, wants their guy to be the guy. So instead, I think they compromised on the comic book to have, Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, and Freddy in there.
That's
Nightmare on Elm
so
Street.
much. Oh, they're back partying. If you guys hear music, it's me.
Invite him over.
Yeah, right? Like, yo, come up. Let's hang out here.
Get your Godzilla jammies on, dude.
I was actually looking for my Godzilla shirt, and I had to settle for this one. So, ACDA gets the promo.
Can't even rock out the Godzilla 2000 Slurpee cup or what?
Man, I would love to have that.
Did you like that Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie?
Hell no. This movie's terrible. So fucking bad. Like, not even like from like a Godzilla point, because there's a lot of shitty Godzilla movies. But like as a movie, like that movie is just so bad. Like as a film, that movie is just.
Come on, I can see all that Taco Bell merchandise in the background.
You haven't seen my dad pull up a chihuahua and shit.
Remember those commercials when he's like walks out of the little cage and Godzilla's foot lands in front of him?
Yeah, oh man, I want Monstars to make they renamed them Zilla, because like they don't want no ties to that movie being considered a Godzilla movie. So they bought the rights to him and renamed him Zilla, and they had like Godzilla kick his ass once in a movie.
Oh, in Final Wars, right?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I would love for Monstars to get a hold of that copyright for Zilla and make one, so I could just have all my Godzillas just beating the shit out of him in different photos. I hate that movie so much.
It's not. If you think of it as a dinosaur movie, it's not too.
A dinosaur movie. Hey.
Like Jurassic 2.5 or something.
I think it actually works better as a Jurassic like World sequel than it does a Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
That's like the Jurassic World prequel.
What about what the fuck's his name? King Kong? Are you into King Kong at all?
Yeah, not like the original King Kong, because that movie is like far too old for me to like relate to it.
Oh,
but
from the 30s.
Yeah, like it's far too old for me to like. Like I've sat through it and I've watched it, and I understand why it's like the classic that it is. And I also give it its credit because that's the movie that influenced the creators of Godzilla to make that movie, like to make Godzilla, Gojira itself. So if it wasn't for King Kong, there would be no Godzilla. Like I have a special place for King Kong and like the series of monsters that I love. But I'm more of a fan of the 2003 King Kong, the Peter Jackson remake, than I am to the original. I actually have the monster arts of the 2003, but I would like them to make they have the old King Kong that fought Godzilla in his third movie. I forgot what year it came out, but it's his third Godzilla movie, and I would love for them to make that ugly ass suit. Just so I could have Godzilla fight him.
Is that the one where they gave like King Kong electric powers or something?
Yeah, he was struck by lightning.
Yeah.
And he absorbed the lightning.
They're like, we need this fucking monkey to win somehow. Give him lightning power.
Yeah, like even though Godzilla is a giant magnet, so I don't know how that actually hurt him. It didn't make any sense.
Because he didn't use the classic hop on your tail and drop kick him with both your feet move.
Man, the physics in these Godzilla movies are just terrible. We won't talk about the sliding technique, all right? You could actually do that in this video game I got, the Godzilla for the PS4. That game, you could actually do that sliding move, and I was like, I'm never using this move ever. It's the weirdest thing because like think about that balancing act that he has to do to get on the back of his tail and then start sliding, and it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't need to make sense. You just cover it up with the soundtrack, man. You get the building. Dun, 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 dun,
That's how you
dun.
gotta do it.
Have him slide his
It's the
ass
only
in
way to
there.
work.
Hell yeah. I wish he could drop kick every single one of them. King Ghidorah, you know, he think he's flying, he get away, boom, drop kick right in the chest. Like Boondocks, talking all that good shit, drop kick in your chest.
Excuse me. No, like in the new movie, like Godzilla like body slams the fucking building because like he just doesn't know how to like get past it, so he's just like fuck it, I'll just move it. And he just kind of like slaps himself on it until it falls over, and it's the funniest thing. I was like, yo, sometimes they just don't know how to get Godzilla to do like really cool things. Like it's just like so it just looks so funny because he's just kind of like hugging it. He's like, all right, and we're falling.
I seen a clip where it looked like he was it was when he was like metamorphosing into like a different form, and it looked like he was trying to like balance on a building before he like he couldn't quite stand yet, and he was trying to balance on it, but he fell anyways. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that whole scene leading up to that whole part is the funniest thing in the movie, because like Godzilla goes through different stages in the movie. So his first one's like a tadpole that nobody sees. You just see the tail kind of come up out of the water, and it goes back in, and then he evolves under the water, and then he kind of travels to like start going to land. But they're like, oh, it's like a giant whale, so it's not going to get on land. And everybody's like, oh, we don't have to worry. So he starts like he gets like stuck in a bay, and he's like knocking the boats onto the land, and like everybody's freaking the fuck out. But he's not big. Like he's not as big like a huge Godzilla. He's like a little, like I think he's like 20 meters. They said, and he's kind of like trudging through the water. But his head is stuck under the water because of the boats. So then they're like, oh no, it's not gonna come on land. We don't have to worry. It's gonna bounce backwards back into the ocean. We don't gotta worry. Let's chill out. Right, so then all of a sudden he pops out. He starts knocking over cars and shit, and they're like, "Oh fuck, he's on land." They're like, "He's on land. We fucked up. We fucked up real bad." So then they're like, "All right, so what do we do?" So then they're trying to figure out how to get him back into the ocean, and he's like walking and walking, and then he's like, "Oh, body slam building," and then he kind of body slams the building, and he keeps walking, and he's like, "Oh, I can transform," because like his body couldn't handle being on land, so he transformed into another form just to be on land. And it's the craziest, like the craziest idea that Godzilla keeps evolving to whatever situation they like anything throws at him. Because like the tadpole stage is just to be in water, and then he has this like middle land form that can't really survive, so he transforms into the second form, which is like this straight up, like it looks like a mini Godzilla, like he's like 50 meters, like he's half the height of like the fourth form, and he's just like this like he's not perfect yet, so he goes back into the water because like he can't vent out his radiation. So he's like, I can't survive on land, so he has to be in the water. So it gives him an excuse to be to be in the water, and like why he comes back out, because his mission is just to destroy everything. Like this Godzilla has like no like, oh, I'm a good guy, or like, oh, I'm gonna fight another monster. He's like, no, I'm here to destroy everything and just fuck shit up.
Nice.
What version got destroyed by Charles Barkley?
The best one. That's what it was. It was Godzilla on a really rare day where he felt like shooting hoops. I remember that commercial.
Rocking those Horace Grant goggles.
I remember that commercial from when I was a kid, man. I used to hate watching Godzilla lose.
Dude, he got fucked up by Charles Barkley.
Got spanked on, man. It was terrible. I hated that fucking commercial so much.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that commercial, but I remember I see that shit, I was fucking dying.
There's nothing better than the idea of Godzilla having like a mile-long glasses that he has to, like goggles that he has to put over his eyes. He's like, yo, you live underwater, why do you...
Right?
Yeah, he has sneakers.
He had sneakers and the Horace Grant goggles.
Yeah, he had like Ninja Turtle shit going on.
I would love to see like at one point they were supposed to do a Ninja Turtles comic book crossover with Godzilla, and like the Ninja Turtles were supposed to grow into like giant, like 50-foot, 50-meter tall, like Ninja Turtle Godzillas, and it was supposed to be like a cool crossover, but it never worked out. But like the images are online somewhere. I think Matt Frank did the art for it, and it was perfect until like I think Toho backed out of it, or it was the people who did Ninja Turtle. I wasn't sure. Like somebody backed out, so the comic book got scrapped. But it was really wanted to see that happen.
Nice.
Giant Ninja Turtles.
Yo, 50-foot Ninja Turtles, and they were supposed to fight the Shredder. I think it was like Shredder was supposed to grow.
Super Shredder came back.
Yeah, Super Shredder came back, and he was supposed to like harness the blood of Godzilla to become like a giant like he was supposed to become like he wanted the blood of Godzilla because like he can heal from anything, so they wanted to like re-engineer it, and then he was supposed to be instead of like becoming super powerful, he just became super big. So he was a really big Super Shredder. So then the Ninja Turtles did the same thing to like stop him. I forgot how it's supposed to end though.
It'd been cool if it was just crane, like a giant ass crane.
Godzilla could have fought the Technodrome and shit.
Yeah.
Should have told NECA for New York Comic Con next year. We want them turtle Zillas.
Turtle Zillas, yeah, man, you got to do that shit. I would love that. Some like 6-inch tall Godzilla, Ninja Turtles and shit.
Have any of you guys seen that giant NECA Michael Keaton Batman?
Nah.
I think I might have. When did they show it off? That was this year's thing that they showed off?
I just saw it at my Toys R Us. What was it, like last week? It's like $100, and it's like a big Michael Keaton Batman.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like looking at him like, this is cool, but I don't think it's cool enough for me to buy.
I'll tell Pharaoh that shit.
Yeah.
Come knocking on your door.
He's already got 2.
Yeah, knocking on my door. What do you mean it ain't cool enough to buy? I'm like, oh shit.
I didn't do it. I really like Batman, all right?
Yeah. No, I love Batman. I don't know what I'm gonna do with a giant Batman.
Put it up. My brother has a 12-inch statue of Batman. I was like, I should take a photo of this and send it to Pharaoh, but I'm not going to. I was like, I'm just not gonna bother him with it. But it's a really cool. It's like a Jim Lee. It's like Jim Lee Batman, and it looks fucking dope.
Is it the one where it's his whole body and he's kind of like almost posing around or something, like about to fight, like swooshing?
No, he's standing on like a bird kind of thing, and he's like kind of like chest up kind of thing, doing that.
Right. Okay, because there was this statue a couple years ago, probably like maybe like 12 inches tall, and his full body Batman like posing like maybe he was in the middle of a fight or something like that. And it was really expensive, but everywhere I went, nobody was buying them. And eventually I seen them at like comic book stores and everywhere for like less than $20 because nobody was buying them.
Really? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh, I thought you bought it.
Nah.
There's this in Midtown Comics. They have the Captain America replica shield.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that costs like it's like $900 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Right. So somebody was standing there, and he goes, "Yeah, I can't believe this thing is on sale." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? This thing is $900." He goes, "No. There's a small chip on it that like somebody found when they were gonna buy it, so now it's like $700." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And like they had to pull it down to show me the chip. The chip was literally like that fucking big. It was the smallest thing, and I was like, "You fucking kidding me? That took like $200 off of this thing? Like that's ridiculous."
You fucking drop it. Oops. Well, I better take this off your hands.
Yeah. Like, oh no. Now it's $400. Oh no. Is it $200 now? Drop it again down the stairs. Oh no, it's worthless. I just will take it with me then.
Don't they have like?
Right.
What was that?
I said $20. All right, I'll take it.
Kick it down the stairs. They got.
Yeah.
Have you, besides Brandon, have any of you guys been to any Midtown Comics before?
Nah. I've been to this place called Four Color Comics or some shit in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't have time to go to Bunky Brothers because it was like 4:50 and I think they close at 5. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna slide in there last minute. But that comic shop closed. It doesn't close till like 9 or 10, so we went in there. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fantasies.
What's it called? Four Color Fantasies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That place is pretty tight.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, the thing they do really good is they do like events, like free comic book day. That entire parking lot is closed out just for them.
Damn.
Damn, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
Because they had a really good selection of new stuff and like trades and stuff. I was hoping to find some like old trades that came out. They didn't have them, but no, they had like a really good selection and stuff.
Well, they have their older store, their old location. They have like a lot of the older books there. Like they keep all the older stuff there, so you'd have to drive down the street to go look at their old stuff.
But what I was gonna say is Midtown Comics, at least, because I've only been to 2 of them, but the one in Times Square has like superhero like things like Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, Superman's cape, like stuff like that, like hanging around the store.
Yeah, they have like a 6-foot Batman now. So they and like a 5-foot something Harley Quinn. Like they're supposed to be to size from the Arkham game, and it's like they have it like shoved up next to a window, and it's just massive.
Dope. I always wanted. I haven't seen it in a long time, but a few stores used to have the replica of Stormbreaker, Beta Ray Bill's hammer. I always wanted that
really?
one.
Yeah, and the one in like exactly on 42nd Street, they used to have like Christian Bale's like head. Like they used to have like the head of like his Batman. And it's just it was the creepiest thing because it was like an actual replica, and it like you could see like all of the like real facial features, and it's the creepiest thing.
Dang.
I was bummed. I went to Meltdown the other day. It's in LA. It's like on Sunset, like Meltdown Comics.
Oh yeah.
Then I didn't find nothing I wanted. And then the next day, I seen a post because I follow him on Instagram. They had Bryan Cranston was there, and he's standing next to this big old Fugitoid statue. Where the fuck was that Fugitoid statue when I was there?
They busted all the good shit as soon as you left.
Because they used to have, like, I think a couple. Remember the live action Ninja Turtles, the TV show, like that shit ass one that had like the girl turtle.
Yeah.
They had like, I think it was like the latex costume, like it was either a statue or they had like the latex costume put over like a mannequin, and they had like a display, and they had a couple of like the Henson like turtle heads and stuff, like the actual like fucking latex and foam ones. I'm not sure if someone bought them, but they used to have that like on display there. They don't have that shit no more. I think they rotate a lot of like props and shit that they have there sometimes. I was like, what the fuck? Bryan Cranston, fucking Walter White, dude, fucking with Fugitoid? Didn't know he got down like that.
Actually, one of the comic book shops down here that like my fiance loves to go to is the one where the dude that plays Doctor Strange walked in, and we missed him by like I think like 3 hours.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, and they had like
when he went to go buy the Doctor Strange book, we were there like 3 hours before he went in, and I was so pissed because like we just walked in the door, and she's like, "Oh, are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "He was there," and I was like, "Shit!" Like, I'm going back.
She's like, "This is all your fault. You should have let me keep browsing those Wonder Woman comics, and we would have still been there."
Still waiting for the day that I'm at that one comic shop that's kind of in my area, and freaking John Bernthal walks in, because that's where he got his start reading Punisher books.
Really?
Nice.
So I was like, I want to see him again, because I'm not sure if he lives like in Ventura, or if like he lives near there. Just chose to go to that comic shop, but that's the one I go to a lot. Not all the time. It's not like the closest one, but it's one that when we go like a little out of town, it's like the best one.
Nice.
Well, that one,
what happened?
one comic book store that Pucker Mike got that sweet deal on the first appearance of Deadpool. They're going to be double checking their prices from now on.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's not the place John Bernthal went, but yeah, I still go in there, dude. And I see Neck Fuzz, dude, and he gives me the stink eye.
I bet.
Neck Fuzz, there's no way Neck Fuzz is letting any freaking New Mutants 98 go up in there for a quarter of the freaking price.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say where if you guys watched I know you all saw Luke Cage, but where they filmed it is actually like a few blocks away from where I live. Like I'm so close to that. Like it's like literally like a 10-minute walk. So like I used to see all the trucks and shit from when they were filming, and I'd be like, oh, what are they filming here? I don't care, because like when you live in New York, like there's so many like different spots. Like me and my brother were like one day I went over to his house and we were just walking back home, and I'm walking back home and I look up and I just see Daredevil standing on a building, and I was like, oh, okay, this is normal for New York, guy standing on a building. And they're like, no, this is the Daredevil set. And I was like, oh shit, all right, cool, I'm gonna go home now. And I took a quick photo. I was like, I sent it to a few people. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm done.
Nice.
Uh,
Man, you guys are hustle bustle. Out here, you know, the biggest celebrities we got is when Cheney 180 hits up our local comic shop. They're like, yeah, you just missed him again. Damn it.
Like, have you seen Michael Wisman?
They're like, next time you see him, tell that fucker to set up his pull list already.
I went into Bunky Brothers and there's a picture of the owner standing next to Todd right there.
He had him autograph the bottom. Hey there, YouTube viewer.
I don't know that I'm trying to remember if I even bought anything there. I think I got one.
Didn't you get like that little Star Wars guy and some like random Spawn guy because he was like or not Spawn guy, some like video character because he's like a space guy?
Oh yeah. You're right. Totally right. Yeah, it was
I
from
got your all videos memorized, bro.
Damn.
I see someone's been watching my videos.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a pretty cool store. I mean, some stuff they have pretty decent prices, and other stuff's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, they're nuts with their Marvel Legends when they have them. Like they'll price some other like random stuff like pretty cheap, and then they'll get a random Marvel Legend and put it up there for like $200.
Right?
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, they had some Build-A-Figure pieces for decent prices, but nothing I needed. I'm so done with trying to piece together baths that I just buy, a complete bath on eBay and just say, fuck it, I'm done trying to.
You mean you don't need this Galactus leg?
Nope.
You don't need that Mojo arm?
No, in fact, probably going to put up all these Dormammu Build-A-Figure pieces.
Shit, I'm still trying to build my mojo.
No, I got a couple pairs of legs, and that's all I got from him.
Yeah, I think it'd be cheaper just to buy mojo complete than to fucking hunt down little pieces.
That's what I did. I got mine for like $30.
Yeah, I've seen them go for like $30-$40.
Yeah.
I've seen them at like every WonderCon I've ever been to. Someone's had a Mojo for sale.
Yeah.
It's such a good bath, though. Like, I don't know. I think it's completely underrated, but I really like that bath.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I think if it
I
had
feel like not enough people respect that bath.
I think if it had a voice feature from like the animated series, I think I'd respect it a lot more.
Oh my god.
His voice was so nasty in that animated series.
Hey, he sounded like a drag queen almost.
He did. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
It's the best, though. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if anyone's ever done this, but you guys should get that little like kid Cyclops from the Marvel Universe box set and do a Mojo shot with him and Mojo.
Why don't you just do it?
Oh, I don't have either of them.
Go get to fucking work.
I'm sure Cheney has those figures.
Yeah, actually, I have both of them.
There you go. That's the next
Oh, collab.
yeah, fuck. They're not dolls. Shot. You got your Mojoverse.
Well, the only thing that sucks is like it was always like a group of ex like babies or ex kids or whatever. And the thing that really sucked is in that Mojo Build-A-Figure wave, you were supposed to get like little, ex babies or whatever with every figure and the Build-A-Figure piece.
What?
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that, like the ad for that, like the ad that didn't get published or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, you were supposed to get little X babies with it so that you had the X babies, Mojo, Long Shot. Like it was supposed to be like a whole big deal. And then it was right around the time Toy Biz was on the out. And so they just like threw out whatever they had and we never got the X babies.
I lied. It wasn't on an ad. It was in a toy fair.
There you go. You got it.
Damn. Always with the old toy fairs.
Dude, dude, toy fairs is shit, bro. The guy at the comic book store I have a pull list for and shit. He's so ruthless, bro. Like if he can't get money off, like people like give him a long box and be like, yeah, I'll give you like $100 for it. He'll sell like the key issues and like he'll literally just like throw the other issues away, like the dollar bin shit. So he's like always throwing shit away. And then like I seen he had a box of Toy Fairs and Wizard. I'm like, how much for these? He's like, take it, dude. I got another box in the trash if you want it. I'm like, take every toy fair you got, dude.
Damn, we gotta get a shot of that. Punker Mike coming out of the dumpster. Come on.
Straight up, dude. Hey, I'll dumpster dive for some toy fair, bro.
Why not?
Dude, I
Bro,
remember
is this the 1998 Wizard?
Hey, he sold me the first issue for Wizard, like sealed. I think did it come in a poly bag? Didn't one of them come in like a poly bag?
Yeah, they all came in bags.
Yeah, he sold me that one sealed for like $5. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them had exclusive trading cards in the poly bag. Yeah, I had about, I don't know, a dozen Wizard. I might even still have some of them.
Get McFarlane to sign that #1 issue, or fucking get Spider-Man wearing that stupid Wizard hat and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I had
Fuck key issues, bro. Sign my Wizard.
I had J. Scott Campbell sign the Gen 13 issue that he did the cover on.
Nice. So 2 weeks, all of us, unfortunately, Wisman won't be there, but all of us will be at Kamikaze. Looking forward to that.
You mean the LA Comic Con?
Yeah, it's been rebranded.
Stan Lee's Los Angeles Comic-Con.
That's it. What are you guys going to be hunting for? I don't. There's not really much of anything I'm looking for.
Deals and come-ups. Fatty come-ups.
I want to be following you around because I have with the exception of that one Spider-Man figure, I usually don't have much luck finding Jack. I'm hoping to find some old vintage shit.
They definitely like how vintage? You talking like 80s?
Yeah.
You talking like He-Man shit? Like
Maybe.
that era? Not actual He-Man and like Masters, but like that era?
Yeah, like early 80s.
There's a good amount of dealers that show up to like all those kind of like all the they did every Comic-Con or Kamikaze I've been to, and that WonderCon they had at the LA Convention Center. There's like maybe like 3 or 4 dealers that have like a shitload of old like 70s, 80s, early 90s stuff.
Yeah.
Like the old fucking shit. They have like Men on Card, Loose, like all the original like Joe stuff, shit like that. They have a bunch of that shit.
That's good to know. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be like insane prices.
I didn't really pay attention, but I'm assuming it's based on condition. Like if that shit looks fucking like fresh KB toy store shelf, he's gonna charge a grip. But if it's like beat up in like a bag, like a lot of them have like Ziploc bags hanging on like pegs.
Just bring your acetone with you.
Let me see if I can acetone some of these stains.
Wisman, are you you got a a shopping list for Josh? Are you looking for anything?
No, actually, I hadn't even thought of that, but no, I think I'm good. I'm just been steady, keeping up with pre-orders. I don't know. Maybe I'll show you
Betty
guys a-
backwards.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. Did you pre-order a lot of that SHO Star Wars stuff?
No, I kind of decided a while ago, like, I can't do it. It's just too much. Because those, like, if you don't pre-order them right away, they jump up to like $70 each. That's actually, me and Josh were just talking about that. He was showing me the SH Figure Arts Django Fett. And I was saying how cool it is, but I just have to be okay with the Black Series one, because I can't, man.
Never settle for less.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Brandon's going to be paying his water bills with Monster Arts soon.
Nah, I told you, I just sell my body on the corner.
There you go.
They know what the goods are.
Rock that
Gotta make rent
Godzilla,
somewhere.
rock that Godzilla jammies, dude. No one's doing that shit.
Yeah, that's how you pay them bills. No, my freaking 2 monsters are gonna cost me like $400 in like a month, and I'm sitting here regretting all decisions that I've made in life right now.
Jeez, man.
What do you do for work out there?
Me, personal trainer.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't pay as nice as people think it does.
That's that band. They call that Bondi regret is what it is.
And you know what's funny? I bought my first Monster Arts on a strictly on a fucking whim. Like it was just a birthday gift. Like I saw it and I saw it on Amazon and I was like, oh man, this thing looks so cool. Like it just brought back all the feels of my childhood. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. And then I didn't know that it was like a whole line of stuff. So I just bought this one Godzilla and then all of a sudden like the Mothra came out, then Gigan came out, and I started just keeping up. And then I didn't realize that there was like a whole back end of figures that I missed for like 3 years. So I had to go like backlog all the old figures, and it was the worst thing I've ever done.
Now you're a full-blown junkie.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here waiting for the next one, scratching my forearm, waiting.
Hitting up Darius. Yo, Darius, where's it at?
Yeah.
I text him at least like when I know the releases are coming out, I text him at least like 5 to 8 times. Is it there yet? No. Is it there yet? No. Is it there yet? No. And then he sends me a photo of like the box coming off of the truck, and I'm like, I'll be there in 20. Like he knows exactly when to hit me up. He's like, all right, here it is. It's here. And I'm like, all right, I'll be there.
Damn, you got to vent before you go nuclear.
Instead of a monkey on your back, you got a Godzilla on your back.
Yeah.
A large
that's just
debt to go with it.
At least the resale's pretty decent on those figures, though. You know, it kind of is an investment.
Oh no, yeah, it is. The turnover on some of these figures is like ridiculous. Like I bought the figure that Wisman was asking me about, the Biolante. It's the one that you wanted. I bought it for $180, and literally the next week, it shot up to like $600, $700.
Yeah, well, that one's one of the bigger ones too, right?
Yeah, it's pretty decent in size.
Yeah,
And it lights up and
this one. That Godzilla and Biolante movie is one of the ones I scooped from Suncoast back in the day.
Dang.
Oh, the light up and sound, the new one that's coming out, the $200 Godzilla, it's gonna be about I think it's about 8 to 9 inches tall, I think it is. Don't quote me on that. And it lights up and it does the roar, and it's the Godzilla from that movie.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
And Suncoast, that takes me back.
Yeah, right across from KB Toys.
Yep. I remember going in there and looking at it was VHS back then.
Yep.
Trying to find subtitled movies. They always charge like $5 more for the subtitles.
Like that, VHS tapes for like $35. The premium ones.
Y'all making me feel old.
Yeah, our Suncoast had like a whole aisle of just Godzilla though, like on the far right.
Yep.
Take a photo and send it to me.
That shit was tight, man. I don't remember what podcast that was on, but one of these episodes I was talking about how my dilemma going to the mall would be like I had $20 in my pocket and I was right in the middle of the hallway between Suncoast and KB. I was like, which one was it going to be that day?
Yeah.
That sounds like a hard decision right there.
Shoot.
And then you got Sam Goody around the corner. Y'all, fuck Sam Goody. $25 for the new Creed CD? Fuck out of here.
You know, we even, I don't know what the hell happened. Our mall went downhill, but we even used to have a Disney store and a Hello Kitty store.
Damn.
Daniel.
You was in the Hello Kitty store with me?
Disney store and Hello Kitty store, like, got $20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
Trying to make the illest come up.
I come back to the food court with my little, like when those photo booths and they shoot out a roll of like four pictures, but it's the little Hello Kitty sticker ones.
And
Don't lie.
$20 left over to Orange Julius.
No, you're going to the Build-A-Bear. Don't lie.
We didn't quite get to Build-A-Bear. You got to go to Ontario for Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, you got to drive
Build-A-Bear's a little hard.
to build a bear.
Fucking hate that place.
I can't
Yeah, until
remember.
they get the Build-A-Bear exclusive Godzilla. You're asking me first.
If they actually decided to do that, I would go in there just to look at it, but I wouldn't buy it.
Shit, it probably looked like the little baby dinosaur from that show, The Dinosaurs, back in the 90s.
Yo, I have the toys from that fucking show, man.
That was your prelude to Godzilla right there.
Yeah, man. That show ends in the most depressing way.
That was your
You guys remember how it ends?
kit.
I don't remember how it ends.
It literally ends with I think if I remember this right, they find out that the winter's coming, and they're gonna die. Like literally, that's it. And they're all hugging, all right, we're gonna die now. And the winter comes, and that's the end of the show.
Damn.
Depressing as shit.
That's fucked up.
Wasn't there a comet coming from too?
Yeah, it was either a comet or they were going into the ice age. I forgot which one it is.
Maybe both. I don't remember.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's so depressing. I was like, yo, how do you end a show like this? And it's family valued shit. I was like, I can't.
Didn't Roseanne end kind of fucked up too?
Same ending.
Dang.
That's funny.
Hey, your guys' mall, did you guys ever have some crazy story about one of the stores, like an urban legend kind of thing? There's this Chinese restaurant that had fish in the window and shit that had been there since the mall opened, and one of the guys, he was chopping meat or something, and he chopped part of his fucking hand off, and then throughout the years the story got gnarlier and gnarlier. So it's every time, no matter what, you'd be walking, someone will walk by and they'd be like, oh, there's that Chinese place where that dude got his hand chopped off. And be like, oh, there's that one Chinese place where the fucking Yakuza came in there and chopped both his hands off. It'd get gnarlier and gnarlier.
What the fuck? Escalation is ridiculous.
I don't know about that crazy. I mean, I seen one time I was at the mall and they were those Asian massages. They massaged a guy and he passed out on the floor, but that was about it.
I think the closest is they used to have this piano in the food court, and there would always be a guy in there.
Eddie Jip Noble, boy. Yes. The black guy, right? Eddie? Playing the piano in the food court on his little island thing?
Yeah. Remember there was that little island in the middle of the food court?
Hell yeah.
And he'd be jamming on that all day, every day.
You're gonna shit right now. You're not gonna believe this. I have his CD, dude.
Dang.
Somebody told me that he was a registered sex offender.
Oh yeah.
Got his CD.
Well, that escalated real fucking
Listen,
quickly.
like, I just thought he was nice.
How do you think he got the CD?
Yeah.
Yo, real talk. I didn't pay for it. I went up and he gave it to me.
Oh shit!
Well, I
Dang,
guess like,
tousled your hair even?
Yeah.
I guess when he went up to when he went up to go play, they had a security guard escort him up there, and then he would play, and then when he was done playing, they had a security guard escort him out to leave the mall.
What?
Yeah.
Let me look this up real quick. Let me find this guy.
It could be wrong, but that's what I heard from people that I knew that used to work at the mall.
What was the dude's name?
Eddie Jip Noble. Eddie and then Jip GIP and Noble.
Oh,
How the fuck do you remember dude's name?
Dude,
It's
I
a
don't know.
CD.
Because as a kid, every fucking time I went to the mall, he'd be in the middle of the food court playing the piano.
Just jamming it out, man, all day, every day.
But you know the thing too, though. This was before they remodeled our mall, so the food court used to be multi-layered. You could go up like ramps and shit, and he'd be in the middle of this 90s island in the middle of a food court.
And this is the mall where you live, or
Where we live, yeah.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah, it was for the longest time, it was it had a 1988 design.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
For the longest time, and they just recently remodeled it a few years ago.
Yeah, into desert, and it just looks stupid.
Yeah. Funny thing too is when they were building it, it was originally planned out to be a 2-story, and halfway through construction they scrapped it and just said, fuck it, we'll just go with 1 story.
Dang.
Man, they gave you all the good story. When I worked at the mall, all I got was discounts at the food court. I didn't get none of this info.
You know, we used to have this fucked up store too that was a half music store, half pet store, and they had it was pianos and keyboards and shit, but then they had fish and dogs, and it just always smelled like piss, so bad. And it had some generic happy animal. It was happy music and animals, and all the dogs were just all fucked up. You could tell they drug them and shit. It was all sad, but it smelled so fucking bad all the time. Who buys their fucking piano here at the fucking piss store, dude? What the fuck?
I'm gonna get the piano.
It was there forever too. We're what the fuck, dude?
I'm gonna get the piano and throw in that puppy for half off. Yeah.
Straight up.
God.
I just felt bad for the puppies. You could tell they're just mad drug, dude. Bastards.
You've taken this podcast into a very bizarre turn.
Hey, I'm letting them know.
He asked about weird mall stories, and I just happen to have one.
Yeah, and I unknowingly corroborated.
Here, little boy, you want my CD?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
The dude who played Freddy, Robert Englund. I saw him in. I was already an adult, but I think he was on vacation. He was hanging out in to work at. I think he was getting his shoes shined or something. It's always a random celebrities running around my hometown.
Isaiah's getting a shoe shine. You didn't say what's up to him?
No, you're not allowed to talk to them when you're shining their shoes.
You can't look him in the eye.
Maintain eye contact until he gets off of the stand.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's cool to harass celebrities. They're just trying to fucking have they're just trying to relax and shit. It's just leave
Fuck
them alone.
that. Harass them.
Yeah, fuck that.
Todd doesn't like when people come up to him at Toys R Us you, are you rectangular? Guys, I'm just trying to hunt today.
Hey
Please.
man, you You got that DPCI?
Yeah.
Watch my video.
Yo, can you sign my
Exactly.
DCPI?
It's like first you gotta pronounce it right.
Can you draw your logo on my wrist?
Yeah, I'll be handing out autographs in 2 weeks.
You know what? For real, you should do business cards. Like maybe, like even if they're little simple ones, you know? No? What?
For what?
See, the cool thing would be if you did
YouTube.
stickers and on the back's like a business card.
Yeah.
'Cause those are
Yeah,
more
but
those
I
are more
don't.
fun.
You guys are crazy.
Dude, you know, it'd be easy. You could, because like, I don't know if they charge based on color and all that, but just get like white cards and have them print your logo on it, and then on the back just have a link to your YouTube channel.
Or even on the bottom. Just on the bottom, have the link to the YouTube channel.
But what am I selling?
Your
Yourself.
videos. What do you mean? Views, knowledge, DCPI.
I mean, you don't have to just hand them out to everybody. It's just like if you like talk to somebody, like keep them on deck for like when you chat up people. Like when I run into people and they talk about like ACBA or they like, oh, like you make stuff or like I don't know. I run into people every once in a while. And I'm just like, man, I should have like stickers and like the back could be like a business card kind of thing.
Don't lie, Todd. I know you were excited when Josh came over that time with like all those stickers for his podcast.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
That shit was tight. He's like, y'all want stickers? Fuck yeah.
I was mad jelly.
You're like Patrick Bateman. Oh, God, the thickness of it.
No, he was
Exactly. Look at that font.
Sweating.
He was like Marty McFly in Back to the Future 2. Son of a bitch stole my idea.
Yeah, there you go. Stole my questions.
Did he hop in here yet or no?
No, he said he's going to bed.
Sleep? Who sleeps nowadays? Who needs sleep?
Kids.
Well, they sleep.
No.
Yeah, ask Al Chang about that.
Yeah.
Nobody got time to sleep.
The guy's a machine.
Shit, I got no kids and I never get sleep.
Yeah, man. Our kids are going to have our attention 24/7.
They'd be like, Dad, I'm trying to sleep. Nah, I'm bored. What's up? Do something with me.
You want to go to the mall and talk about the Chinese dude?
Yeah, let me show you this one spot. This Chinese guy got beheaded and then they ate his body.
Tell all your friends that, just the way I told it.
And make up some shit too while you're at it.
Well,
What
Brandon,
were those, bookstores before Barnes and Noble was big? Like, what were those bookstores?
Walden's book.
Beat Dalton.
Yeah, B. Dalton, Walden's books. There's another one.
Walden's? Yeah, there was another one. I can't remember.
Fuck, what was that one? Because we had two and they were like competitors. They were like, one was upstairs in the mall, the other one is downstairs. One of them was Walden's.
Tower used to have Tower Books.
That was like in bigger areas.
Yeah. Big cities.
Yeah, bigger cities.
'Cause now that I'm remembering the old mall, we had a Walden's and something else before we had Barnes and Noble.
It was B. Dalton and Walden.
Okay.
Yeah, that must have been it then. Maybe there's not another one.
Well, Brandon, let us know if you're ever in California.
Yeah, I need to make a trip down there. I was supposed to go for I think it was me and Bug, if I remember this correctly. We were planning to go with Emiya for Comic-Con, but then I kind of backed out.
Dang.
Then you saw them pre-orders come in, like, yo.
Yeah, man. I couldn't do it. It was too much money for me at the time. So I just kind of backed out, and I don't remember if Bug went. Did he go?
No, he
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
He was gonna
Yeah, he didn't go down.
he was gonna crash with me at my sister's place in San Diego, but I couldn't get the time off to go to the con. So
Oh, okay.
I don't think he could swing it either. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of money to go down there and then buy stuff too. I didn't want to do all of it.
you can't even get a ticket. Get a ticket.
Yeah, to get a ticket for New York Comic Con is ridiculous. So I could only imagine what San Diego is going to be like.
Oh, yeah, ask Josh. It's not fun.
No, it's not fun at all. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, because do they do the lottery system down there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's the new thing that they're doing here, and people hate it.
Yeah.
You gotta hit up Michael Whistle's mom. She's fucking on that
Fuck,
shit.
dude. Right?
Yeah, I don't know how she got a ticket.
I don't, because she's never even, like, attempted to do anything like that before. I was bugging out.
Totally random.
That's why you just got to go to Stanley's Los Angeles Comic Con.
Yeah.
Tickets still available.
Hit up Punker Mike for $5 off.
Put in the Punker Mike promo code at checkout, save 5%.
God damn, completely sold out on this one.
Brought to you by Loot Crate and Audible / Punker
Yo,
Mike.
fuck it. Yo, if Audible want to fucking send me money to talk about books that I'm not gonna read, I'll do it.
It'd just be the Jurassic Park audiobook on repeat for me.
Yo, that's not even a bad idea.
Dude, I would have a book on tape by any book if it was like narrated by Malcolm McDowell. That shit would be tight. I don't care what the fuck that shit is.
I would literally use it to get 50 Shades of Grey and just play that shit as awkwardly as possible and as loud as possible too.
Pull up to a stoplight, blasting that shit.
Yep, and then just like make direct eye contact with the guy who's next to me, just looking at him like, sup. Like, this is happening.
Dang.
Brandon, how can they find you on what was I gonna say? Intergram? No, Instagram.
The interweb?
Oh.
The interwebs.
I just figured out the internet.
You can find him roaming AOL chat rooms.
Exactly. It's a series of tubes.
Wait, so you're trying to find me on Instagram? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm just saying you've got places that you wanna promote your
Instagram, your YouTube channel. What's up?
Yeah, I'm on everything. All right, fuck it. Just type my name into Google and you'll find me. No, I have an Instagram. I have what else? I have a Snapchat. I have a Tumblr. YouTube, obviously, Twitter,
Tinder.
Facebook. I'm literally everywhere. I think there's even like a Tinder page with like naked photos. Oh, excuse me, I didn't say that.
All I'm seeing
No,
is Grindr. Who's this?
No, but yeah, I'm on pretty much every social media. I'm even on Pokemon Go. So like, if you want to like battle me, bro, you can do it.
Get at me.
Yeah, I'm literally like, it was so funny because like I have like everything under the same name. So like if you like look up BrandAsauresRex on anything, I pop up. So like my fiance was talking about getting the name trademarked, and I was like, this is like a lot of fucking work though.
Yeah, you gotta ask Boog about that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't know if I want to go that far with it. Like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing the YouTube thing for anyway. So like, just like to have the name, that'd be fucking cool, because like it was like a weird way I came up with the name and all that stuff. So
You need to I haven't seen you put out a video in a long time.
yeah, I haven't. I explained to you why. I had a death in the family, and it kind of like took a lot out of me, so I just stopped working on videos. But right now I'm actually working on a video, so that's good to know. And there's been nothing for me to review anyway, so like nothing's coming out for like another month and a half. So until like something really big happens, I'm gonna put out small videos until then. But I have some stuff that I just ordered that that got here. I'm gonna like unbox or some shit like that just to get a video out there. The return will come eventually.
You'll know when you see him coming up out of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
And you'll hear him
Like
scream.
Attack of the Titans when they released the Kraken.
Dude, one of my favorite cover songs is I don't think they ever did it as studio version, but the Smashing Pumpkins did a live version of Godzilla from Blue Oyster Cult.
Mm.
All time.
Really?
It's a fucking awesome song, yeah. Check
I
it
gotta
out.
look this up now.
Yeah, it's
That's is on
spectacular.
Detroit Rock City, bro, and that big old guy about to beat the shit out of that guy, and they play that song. Fuck yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Well, thanks for coming on, hang out with us.
Yep. No problem. Absolutely had an amazing time. Thank you guys.
You guys want to promote anything before we go?
Eddie Jip Noble, get it on CD.
Still waiting for that next episode of Breaking the Mold.
Yeah, where's that Punker's Pit?
Ooh.
Mm.
Come on, slackers.
I'm editing it right now.
Liar.
No, I have it half edited.
Yeah, literally, that's like the story of my life. I have half-edited videos all over my computer, and I'm just like, well, I could finish these, or I could work on a new one.
All right, man.
Yeah, I just
I'm
had
glad
to
we
like
finally-
scrap a whole video to.
Glad we finally got you on the show.
Indeed.
And with that, we will triple see you later.